Thank you so much. And I can see that here that the microphone is working. That's amazing. Everything is so well coordinated here. And I really like to thank you, the organizers, for inviting me here to talk about our study. I will share some of the experience that we have obtained during the last 12 months of our feasibility study, looking at the possibilities of building a new hospital for children, adolescents, and young and pregnant women. And in fact, it's one of the mutual sandboxes Deborah mentioned. My presentation falls into 4 parts: introduction and background, the study itself, and the design principles that the study led to. And in the end, I'll talk a little bit about the implementation, how we plan on implementing the design principles. First, a little bit about where I come from. I come from Rigshospitalet, and that is Denmark's leading hospital. We like to see it that way ourselves, at least, for patients from Denmark, Greenland, and the Faroe Islands. And you come to Rigshospitalet if you are in the need of a specialized treatment. So when you are at Rigshospitalet, it's not for a more common disease. The center that I come from is the Juliane Marie Center. It's a highly specialized center that houses the specialties around pregnancy, women giving birth, children, and adolescents. While this symposium is taking place, more than 30 children are born at JMC, as we call it. But we need more space. This is more or less the situation we face daily when we walk through our rooms and our functions. And it's a very big problem that we need more space because the existing physical facilities pose a barrier to continued development. The feasibility study looks at the possibilities of establishing a new mother-child hospital, about 50,000 square meters, to gather all activity regarding women giving birth, children, and adolescents at Rigshospitalet in a new building. It's a mix of hospital functions, both inpatient functions and outpatient facilities. We know a lot when we join the forces, the project group, and all the clinicians that we work with. But we must also admit that we don't know everything. And from the first day of planning, we have involved patients and parents and relatives in the programming and the planning of the new building. And it has been an amazing process. This is not my first mega hospital that I'm planning, and I must say that it truly makes a difference that you involve the patients and the relatives from the beginning. We choose to do it to initiate an innovation process, a rather classic one, with 5 phases: framing, research, pattern recognition, ideation, and concepts. Now I'll focus on the study itself, the anthropological study. It took place more or less a year ago, and it took 4 months, and we finished the study in November 14. It was a large team of designers and anthropologists that worked with us at the Juliane Marie Center, both the project group and the clinicians. And the mandate was to create the vision and design principles that we could build the process of the building on. We performed a wide range of field studies, right from the more, can you point to this one? Yeah. Trying to get some authentic experience. This is one of our colleagues being admitted to try to understand what it is being admitted at a hospital, staying there during the night. This also had the pleasure of playing with the children, taking part of the everyday life in one of the functions. And we had a large co-creation camp that was a fantastic experience that really gave up some great insights. And also to get some more intimate insights. We made interviews at the patient's home. In order to reach out to a larger amount of families and patients, we used a mobile app where all the participants would answer different questions and send us small messages like, wouldn't it be great if I could borrow a bicycle? So what are the core elements in the best possible user experience in the future Juliane Marie Center? What did the study show us? The study gave us 5 major insights. And we have interpreted the insights into 5 design principles. The major one and the most important one for us was integrated play. Children do not stop playing just because they are admitted at a hospital or because they fall ill. We observed that the children played from the moment they arrived at the hospital. They were playing in the parking lot, on the sidewalk, entering the building, playing with everywhere they came. It was a continuous play. So that is the most important design principle for us in this project, because then we see the need that play is an integrated part of the design, the life and the experience. And this entails not only providing play areas and playtime, but ensuring that play is fully integrated into the entire treatment from the start till the end, and also integrated in the whole building. Play can also help children accept illness, and for example, by letting the children play with or play doctor with a small toy that is going through what the child is going through itself afterwards. So play must be a common thread running through the entire day. The second principle is designed for daily living. Just like children don't stop playing just because they come to the hospital, we don't stop being a family when we are admitted at a hospital. And we have not been very good at providing facilities for the families to continue being a family. We want to integrate as much as daily living as we can at the hospital. It is not, you're not at home, you are at a hospital, but we can provide the families with elements of homishness. For example, we can create the possibility that they eat together and that they have the possibility of washing their clothes so they can bring their own clothes and don't have to wear the awful hospital clothes, and etc. There are many solutions in that box. The third one is see me, ask me, let me. That's a principle that that mostly is called patient empowerment. And it is very important that you get as much power or control over your own situation as possible, also when you're in a hospital. Every individual wants that, the pregnant woman and the small child. The 2 last principles, the good journey and clear zones, are more related to constructing a good hospital more than a good hospital for children and women giving birth. It's the good journey, which is about the fact that you want to be taken care of the whole way. You want to meet a patient pathway that is well designed and that doesn't take you through a lot of different kingdoms where different rules apply to the same thing. You want to be met by one culture and one language regarding the physiology, the building and the treatment. Clear zones, you can talk about wayfinding as well. It's about making it easy to understand and see what you're a part of, so it's easy to find your way and to assure yourself that you are in the right place. Yes, I have arrived at the waiting area for this and that function. These 5 design principles will be a very large part of the work we're going to do with the building. One of the dialogues we had during the process with the study gave us this picture. The little girl's mother sent it to us, and I really love it because it tells everything. It says that, yes, you are a little girl who wants to be a princess, even though you're lying here going on the operation table. And I think this is her 12th operation, and she's about 4 years old, so she's one of our regular customers. So kids will be kids also in the hospital, and we have to support that with the building. Another citation is from one of our older patients, an 18-year-old chronically ill patient who has been a patient with us for several years. And he talks about the importance of being able to choose yourself. When you lose the control of your body, it's very important that you can choose at least small things like going to the fridge and choose between juice and a milkshake. This is a photo from one of the signage system at Rigshospitalet. It's probably not the most beautiful you have ever seen. It's not the most beautiful I have ever seen, and it's not clear either. And one of the comments that we got from one of the parents and one of the children admitted with us was that when you are moved from one part of the hospital to another, it's like coming to another country. The rules are so different, the cultures are so different, people talk to it differently, the different rules about when you can take coffee or cannot take coffee, or whether you can go find some linen yourself. So we have to make one kingdom, one country, one hospital. When you look at the implementation, we're going to build the programming and the project on the 5 design principles, along with other principles, of course, more regarding the clinician's point of view. And we're going to make the 5 principles integrated in the programming in all parts of the building. That is, we're going to talk about the atmosphere and the level of daily life in the different rooms. And we hope to go forward and make a competition in 2016. And if we do that, and that will be determined in the next 4 to 6 weeks, the 5 design principles would be an award criteria in the competition phase. So if you deliver good answers, this will be perfect. So what's light got to do with it? We all know that daylight is fantastic, but I'll do it briefly because I have reached my 10 minutes. Daylight is, from my point of view, the most fantastic and the #1 tool in hospital design. Not only because of all the evidence that we heard about today, than we have heard about in other relations and other conferences. It's also because it's hygienic. It doesn't carry bacteria, and that's one of the things we're facing in hospitals: too many bacteria in the wrong ways. And it can transform an atmosphere from very cozy and nice to very acute and clinic-like. And it connects you to the outside, lets you see out the windows, and it can be dosed correctly, an active part of the treatment. So, thank you for today. I'll say goodbye with this picture of the princess of the hospital again, and we hope that we'll move forward and make an actual architectural competition in 2016.